Hello everyone, welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we were in some sort of cave deep within the Docta region, within some sort of other cave. Basically, we're in a secondary cave that was kind of buried away, and we're exploring it, and it's full of spiders and stuff. And also these letters. Apparently this was a mine dug up by people 700 years ago, and there's various letters in here. Apparently something horrible went wrong 700 years ago, and the city of Mezun wound up being attacked by... oh, what was it that they called it? Let me look at this again. They called it... the glowing fire. Basically, the city was attacked by the sun because the sun was angry that King Narosa was a tyrant. So he's like, hey, change your ways, I'm gonna destroy your entire kingdom. And King Narosa was like, nope. And so, the entire kingdom was destroyed. That's kind of a bummer. And Gino's mom died. We got one more letter to read. Let's see how this potentially ends. By the way, I actually really like lore like this in RPG Maker games. When it comes to RPG Maker games, most people would settle on just creating a straightforward story and not really worrying too much about lore, aside from a little bit of here and there. Oh, there's this legendary weapon. So this is actually kind of impressive, seeing lore like this. Kudos to you. Dear Chieftain, as I have stated before, I understand your concerns and resentment towards this decision, but I see no other way to prevent this from happening again. As for your remarks about me being a worthless puppet, I will have you know that I have recently been promoted to sect leader, and am now in charge of a group of 20 followers. I am leading them on a voyage to the east. We are looking for more information on the glowing fire. We have found plenty of books and ancient texts off in the north, but we have sources telling of a group of nomads in the east. It's said that they know of rituals that can be used to appease the glowing fire, and even bargain with it for favors and assistance. You know, putting my mouse here to keep track of where I am. There was a shrine outside that we could go to. I forget what the details of the shrine were, but it was definitely a praying sort of thing. Also, Dutch Power Creation says, kudos to my writers for making these, plus 2 more dungeons that I made with their lore. Interesting, so you have an actual team working on this. Now that's impressive. Anyway, I'm very skeptical, of course, but if this story is true, then we must harness this power. We may very well be on the brink of bringing the world into a new age, one where sickness and famine can be taken away with simple rituals. Can you imagine such a world, Chieftain? I'm afraid this will be my last message to you until I return from my journey. I hope to bring you good news the next time I write. From Gino. Well, this is the last letter. It was probably not good news. I won't worry about saving just yet. You know, seeing all these letters kind of reminds me of another demo I played years ago. What was it called? The Arias Line or something? I wound up finding this one completely optional cave, kind of like this one, except a little bit more man-made. And there was a big old journal in there full of dialogue. And I was actually streaming that game at the time, but I chose not to go over the letter that I found. I decided to do that kind of off-camera in between streams. Not something I intend to do for any more streams. I want to show off the entire game live, because these games kind of deserve to be seen in their entirety. And I'm not going to speed along just because, oh, pacing might be bad and people might get bored letting me read all these. I want to read them, and I'm going to do it right here. More enemies up there. No idea what the shovel's for. What's in here? Flask of spirit. Cool. Still gonna kind of avoid enemies however possible. Mysterious rock. By the way, I'm also glad that these things are highlighted, because I would not know that rock was mysterious if not for the fact that it told me. It looks like there's a path behind this rock, but the carvings on this rock... Let's leave this for now. We'll come back to it. That probably goes even deeper into the cave. No, and he touched me. Oh, goodness, that's a lot of enemies. This might be another one that I would want to use that one item. Yeah, probably. We got plenty of these. So, let's use it. No, that wasn't quite what I was thinking of. Or was it? Let me look at that again. No, there was another one that I had that did that. I guess I already used it up. Oh well. I got 3 of them with all this. So, good enough. Now we're probably going to be taking a lot of hits here. Who's already taken damage? Jamal, of course. And I guess Jamal gets it twice. I wonder if it stacks. Okay, that thing... Not gonna attack it because it's confused. I'll hold off on these until they are no longer confused. Weapon skill, battle skill, nothing of note yet. Now this is... if we're on row 3... I'm not really concerned about being in row 3 and having MP regen though. Because I haven't had a use for MP yet. I'm just gonna play it by ear here. Not really worry about using anything that attacks multiple enemies until their confusion has worn off. Because I do not want that confusion to be accidentally ruined. I wonder when Mila will get some spells that use MP, because she's got a ton of it. For all I know, she actually does have that stuff on hand. And I just need to move her into the Magician's row in order to make it appear in battle. In the options, that is. I kind of think of it, these guys do seem to be paralyzed. I probably would wind up waiting a while. Maybe I should just go ahead and use the bigger attack. Not that I necessarily need to, but why not? Let's have a little fun in that case. As soon as the opportunity arises. See what this does for us. Got rid of one of them. Wouldn't have mind if it was one of them that wasn't already paralyzed. In other words, the eyes. That would have been nice. Well, there's ultimate combo, but I'm not in a position where I necessarily need to use that. Oh, confusion for you. Awesome. Hold on a sec, I want to try something. Let's get Mila into the third row and see what happens here. You're confused, so ignoring you, go after the thing that's not. No, there just doesn't seem to be anything to do with magic. So I wonder when she starts getting magic. I guess it just hasn't been unlocked yet. Okay, the bat in front I notice is no longer confused. That's a bummer. Let's change you back to that other piece of equipment. No, wait. No, hold on to that. No, don't do that, actually. TP region. I'm not so concerned about that. Four random enemies. Go for it. And that just leaves the one. There. That went well enough. I was hoping Khan would stop being paralyzed soon enough that I could check something with his equipment again. No, I suppose I could just check it outside of battle. Yeah, I can just do that. No, not you. No, definitely cannot equip the other thing. Wanted to kind of double check that. What equipment does Demal have anyway? Corteau de Breach. A well-made spear with a small hook at the end of its tip. And that's actually kind of painful, so once you stab him, it's going to tug at the flesh when you pull it back out. That sounds pretty effective. Parma is a round type of shield. Chapelle de Fer is a cattle hat type of helmet made of steel in the shape of a brimmed hat. Brigandine cloth garment, generally canvas or leather, lined with small oblong steel plates riveted to the fabric. And nothing there. Turn shoes, type of shoe made of leather. It was put together inside out and then was turned right side out. Oh, alright. Here, go back to your other weapon. you got stronger attack with it anyway. And I want to see if anybody else can perhaps equip that just real quick. Alright. Well, we took care of that enemy. One more story lore. Interesting. Another letter? Rebuilding Mezun, letter 1. Out of 1. So it's only 1. The battle is over and Mezun is gone. The entire city has been buried and sealed with a magic spell using the strongest blood rituals we knew. The fallen are trapped within buried Mezun. It's nothing more than a prison now. Yeah, we actually heard that Mezun is considered a prison now. Ferret is dead. I am now the Chancellor of Mezun, and though the city is gone, I still hold all power over the faith. I will not let the Fallen's techniques and rituals carry on to the new world. Anything regarding Mezun, the Fallen, or the blood rituals they abuse is to be destroyed and forgotten. I see. Any books, scrolls, or magic charms are to be destroyed. We will rewrite history so that this never happens again. I will send a follow-up letter every week to notify you of how to carry out this task. Each letter you receive from me, including this one, are to be burned and never spoken of again. Whoops! Veronica, 4th Chancellor of Mezun. Well, whatever happened, there's still shrines to pray at. This note is dated to be around 600 years old. What happened between Gino's time and then? I'm more curious what happened after. This letter must be false. The one that has made these will pay. Blasphemy! Yeah, apparently that plan did not go well. Alright, I'll get to that rock up here in a bit, but there's still more stuff down this way. Oh, I missed the torch. Definitely want to get as many of these lit as I can find. Well, we can open this now. Oh, new weapon! Awesome! Is it for you? It is! So now we can actually try out some of those other attacks you got. It also has a pretty good boost to attack, but lower agility and luck. Not by much, though. I'm okay with the trade-off. Gimme. Burning crystals, I'll take them. I apparently never lit that. Anything else? That is not a path. Didn't go through here yet. Let's see what we got. More treasure. Bomisker. Okay, I'm gonna have to study how that is pronounced. Bomisker Orloffel. I have to wonder how people come up with names like these. A spear with a axe-shaped tip. Once again has higher attack power to it. Which, actually, thinking on it, completely makes sense. This is an RPG. Of course, the weapons you find will generally be stronger than the weapons you already have. I think what's throwing me off with that a little bit is the idea that some of these weapons come with different skills attached. And Dutch Power Creation says all weapons and armor existed in real life. I will definitely take your word for it. Okay, I could move on to the mysterious rock, but there is one more enemy here, and I see no reason not to finish things off in here. 3 spiders, they're probably poisonous. But I'm not super worried about it. Let's just make sure we have some evasiveness going on. You know, I need to move you up a bit, I think. I think I will move you up a bit so that you can use weapon skills. Alright, we got some new stuff here. Let's try them out. Start with... two-handed sword. Okay, hits all enemies, ignores defense. Alrighty. Nice. Don't necessarily need that, because they're already halfway dead. Let's go with this. I will have to double check what being in different rows does for us. Okay, I can't help but notice that these guys really like focusing on Jamal. So anytime I do this evasiveness boost, I'm gonna have to give it to Jamal. Let's do some devastation. One dead. Here, you heal. Or, hold on a sec, you got that new weapon. Can you kill this now? Not quite. So after this fight, I'm definitely going to see what rows everybody has to be in order to take advantage of weapon skills. Okay, there's some good news. Heavy strike, that's no longer necessary. Let's get everybody, just hurry up and do your thing. And there we go. So that's all the enemies on this map. Now let's take a look at row placement again. Can't defend yourself. Battle items can be used in the back row. You don't necessarily need to use those. Doesn't seem to say whether you can use weapon attacks or not in these other rows. Do you just not have weapon attacks? Let's see here. Okay, you just don't have weapon skills. Well then let's double check here. Difference between third and second rows. So higher agility, luck, less critical hit rate and magic defense, higher TP regenerations, battle items can be used, double the effect of any HP or MP recovering items. That's definitely pretty useful. Can't defend. Whereas this still can't defend. Magic can be used but don't really have magic. Plus 20 magic attack and magic defense. Lower defense and attack. I guess you're okay sitting in the back row for now then. So assuming I haven't missed anything else on this floor, We got all the torches and stuff. That just leaves the mysterious rock. And we're going to find out what is behind that mysterious rock after this break.